Stay down, don't hate, wait your turn how it's supposed to be. Right. Niggas counting pockets, ain't there shit for me. Right. Niggas throwing shots, ain't even hitting me. Got book and told his story, we turn that nigga history. You are now tuned in.
Where they at?
The Block Talk.
That's where I heard.
Nobody fucking with us.
That's what I heard.
And I got my boy with me.
Hey man, this is a good one today. I got a good one today, man. I'm excited. Man, what's up? Talk to me. What's going on today?
Shit chillin'.
I got notes.
Episode 4.
I feel like Montel Deli.
Episode 4.
Yeah.
We getting this shit together.
Right together.
Yeah, got my man.
Man, let me introduce what's happening, man. Come on, man. I'm gonna stand up. Freeway said he ain't with that shit, man. I got two motherfucking special guests today, man. One is a Philly legend, man. You seen him here before in life in this city, scrambling around, defending his turf. He's straight from South Philly. Hey, man, listen, man. It's only with one gorilla. What's going on, gorilla? How's looking on that? Man, it's a long lost friend of mine. I found him. I got him right out the jungle. He was swinging on a few trees. I said, nigga, come on down, holler at me. Come on through the block talk and let's get this right. He got it right. Man. And the second one is the beast from the streets, man. Hey, listen, this guy here is like the best kept secret right here, man. I be keeping him in my back pocket. A lot of this genius stuff that come out of my mouth be motivated through this guy right here. This is my man, Nab. The one and only Shot. Woo, you gonna see him a few more times on this thing. He ain't gonna be a stranger. Neither one of them, I hope, man. What's up, man?
Like
I'm full of energy today.
Like I said, this episode 4, right?
Let's go.
Word of the day.
Let's go.
Dale, you remember the word of the day?
Mindful.
Ooh.
Yeah, I did my homework.
Adjective.
My homework together.
Adjectiviani.
Yeah, talk to him.
It means to be aware of.
Mm-hmm.
Any comments on mindful? Y'all want to speak on mindful? Anything?
Oh yeah, can I speak on mindful? Go ahead. Are you allowed to curse on
Yeah.
here? Yo, they ain't shit. Cause you see how they dressed? They just called me and just told me to come up here. So they weren't mindful of our appearance.
No, man.
We up here on some other shit. You
Y'all
see how they
good?
look?
This
Cologne on there.
That's how y'all pull up on the block.
I'm fresh from the football field.
That's how it's right. That's how we needed you. We needed
y'all-
you looking like you was straight from the
Man,
block.
y'all could have treated me like kids, told me throw some brute on. You know what I mean? Throw some brute on and come to the party.
Oh man. Hey, he threw us under the bus.
We definitely weren't mindful to tell him, but listen, we ain't think to tell you know what, that is not being mindful, because I ain't think to tell them to get dressed. We the only ones that be dressed. This our show. You understand? Damn it, they gonna see us all the damn time. These niggas got real busy lives, man. It's hard to catch these niggas, man. This shit like magic, for real, for real. Benny Ben!
Look. Now we all...
I'm sorry, but speaking of mindful, it was a female. Right now, I was just taking my time. I was while I'm looking down, I'm trying to find. It's a certain female of our people's history that I was trying to find her name real fast. It's slipping my memory, so I'm going digging through my notes real fast.
What is she? Is she like an activist?
She was an activist. She was a journalist. She
recent?
No, past.
Old school.
Yeah,
shit.
Back in the time of what's my man named Black Boy with the big white afro with the party.
Frederick Douglass.
Frederick Douglass, sellout.
Man, he a sellout. I went to Frederick Douglass Elementary.
That shit ain't Frederick Douglass
Hold on.
It's all about a fucking
going through his notes. He's going through his notes. So let us know where you find that. But y'all heard what the president,
This shit ain't Frederick no more. Your shit Mastery. That's it. This shit sold out. He sold that shit over here. And he married a white woman.
Mastery
They
taking
ain't
over.
give a fuck about
Mastery taking
y'all.
over the city.
Yeah, for real. They like Temple on the lower level, right?
Hold up, we gotta get on the mayor ass.
Hey man, they mad at the
mayor
mayor
talk
for
some
nothing.
shit,
Why
no.
they mad at the mayor? The mayor just said he don't feel like fucking with this nut ass city right now. Listen, I understand them. Been mad at him, but I understand the man. The man frustrated. He's sick of this shit, man.
Yeah,
Who the fuck feel like?
He really spoke from the heart. Like,
Yeah.
He should have never ran.
For his position, he's not supposed to say that. For
Fuck
his
that.
position.
He should have never
But
ran. He should have never ran.
I'm with him.
He should have never ran if he wasn't cut for this shit.
That's what
He
I'm
ain't know
talking
that,
about. And he's
but he
supposed
ain't
to be
know.
the
This shit
leader.
was
He
going down
ain't
when
know it was gonna be
shit-
like this. He ain't from this
He
culture.
was running.
Listen,
Hey,
I'm
no.
gonna tell you, he had a real. It was a real conversation when he was on that camera.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he's in politics, so he's supposed to be politically correct.
Yeah, nah,
But that
I
was
feel
a
they
moment.
caught him.
You get fed up with that shit, like he said.
I
Like,
felt like they caught him in a real
I'm
moment.
getting a call every 2 minutes,
Every
bro.
2 minutes,
Yeah.
we know.
Yeah, but
come
you,
on,
but
don't
you just
say
show
that.
how weak you was. This the fourth biggest city on the East Coast. You just show how weak the leadership is.
That nigga ain't cut for this shit.
I agree.
He cut for this.
So what type of
You
leadership?
looked at him.
What type
When
of
you
leader?
saw his face, did you think he was cut for this shit here that this city got
What,
going
as
on?
mayor?
Yeah, as anything.
Michael
anything.
Nutter was borderline.
That nigga
So
was
Michael
trying to
Nutter
get a
was
job, man.
borderline.
When you break a
Michael
white
Nutter
man
is
down,
a
you know it's
fucking
bad.
nut.
Yeah, the
Michael Nutter was
motherfuckers
the
ain't
worst
used to
fucking
this shit.
mayor we ever
Man,
had.
listen,
So Michael
what type?
Nutter.
What
I
type
think
of,
they
Talking
caught him
about
in a
Michael
real
Nutter was
moment
borderline.
where he just was
What?
like,
He was
listen,
pouring shit with Michael
this shit
Nutter. Nutter.
crazy. I ain't think it was gonna be this way. I thought it was gonna be
Michael
that,
Nutter
but
and
that
John
way
Street
ain't
had
as bad
pouring
as this
shit.
way.
John Street and Michael Nutter both had us pouring shit out this joint. They ain't no fucking
Yeah,
job
man.
openings
I feel
out
like
Michael
there.
Nutter was in
One
movies.
thing, I feel like John Street would have had a better plan for this violence.
John Street ain't give a fuck. John Street had a
Street-
better plan to take our cars and take our money from our cars and
Yeah.
get more money off of that from
Now,
PPA.
really, to be honest, that was the
So
state.
he
though.
created
That was the
PPA.
state. That's what people.
He
that's what
signed
people
it.
get. That was the state.
But
though.
he signed it.
He can't. He's
for
the
here.
mayor.
No. John Street passed. John Street started that shit. That was a part of Operation Safe Streets.
Yeah. Okay,
And
so
they-
let's
that
talk
wasn't-
about the
so
power
John
of
Street,
mayors.
That started in
I'm
Philadelphia
a
and went to
piggyback on-
everywhere
Let's
else.
talk about the power of mayors. What kind of power do they have? I mean, we don't really know what kind of power they possess.
Mayors have local authority.
Okay.
Um,
What they in charge of?
they're like the city.
The city, okay.
Okay, so most stuff still come down from the state.
Right.
Most things.
Who's the governor's in
The
charge?
government? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so most things come down
Chain
from
of
the
command.
state.
All right.
In many cases, local authority, if I'm not mistaken, local authority has the right to motion it or deny it. Sometimes it's like, yo, this is coming down from the state. You have to do it.
All right,
But we don't know we really don't know what is what unless we do the research.
absolutely.
Right.
Now, see, this is my thing. When it comes to these laws and how these laws get passed and why and when they pass these laws, this is throughout the history of our existence with them being over here with us. The laws get passed once we wind up supersizing something that they can't control. So they pass a law to make us not be able to do whatever we're doing in the way that we're doing it, and break it down in a lawful manner. Though it may be evil, it's still lawful.
Give
Deemed
us,
lawful.
give an example. Give us an example.
You know,
you gotta break this stuff down.
For instance, when we had black, our people, for instance, I don't like calling myself black because that's what they named us.
Okay.
But for instance, our people, we have no international trade. We don't got none of us own no ships that's going back and forth. That dream got blew out the water with Marcus Garvey and J. Edgar Hoover scheming ass. So
So you can't be making statements like that without clean. You gotta go get them.
So,
go get them.
if
you want to jump on their ass, you got to go shoot them in the head.
But I can. I make them statements so people could go do their research because they're gonna find it factual, and there's a lot. There's whole stories behind it. I can't really dive into the story at that point. But like I'm just saying we have no international trade. So basically, any cocaine that comes over here comes from any dope that comes over here comes from.
We ain't do it. The government did that
You
shit.
understand? Now,
Yeah.
even when it come down to the way our marijuana being manufactured, the way our weed is, how strong our weed got from Arizona to the AK-47Ds and up to now 28% THC type shit. And
30.
some shit you would catch 30, 32 type THC. Like, what the fuck, how this shit so high? When I look at the THC levels of the weed that used to get us high and shit, this THC levels was maybe 5%. Hydro THC level was maybe 8%.
So what you think they doing?
They manufacturing it chemically, which is why, first and foremost, if it's anything,
Taking us to the
if it's anything,
the
if
stoners
it's anything
corner.
if it's anything that we're able to get that's a lucrative thing, it's gonna be something wrong with it. If it's if it's an industry that is a lot of money in, it's something wrong. It's gonna be something wrong with that industry. It's never gonna be. It's no straight ride, no industry that flies straight. That's a multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar type industry in America. They don't fly straight. Them billion-dollar industries is always something. It's always a get over. The gas getting cut or the gas get too high. You know what I'm saying?
Who you think?
The liquor get cut or the liquor get too high.
Who you
You know
think?
what I'm saying? Anything that we don't control, they tax. This is why they don't allow us to grow our own crops. And they try to tax us even having trash in front of our doors. Now you even second guess having a lawn. Why can't you grow your own crops? Why you gotta put all your trash in your backyard? Why you can't be growing crops in your backyard and put your trash out front? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like so many different things that they're doing, that they're passing, that they're making laws, that we overlook it as just a little law, but these things be controlling all of the ways that we live life. And these little things be bothering us and ticking us off throughout our days. So over the years, we are way more agitated than people that was than a 30-year-old in the 70s. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this: if we was allowed to grow crops, would we grow crops?
I believe if we was taught to. See, at one point in time, we were actually taught to. Like when all our families, well, majority of the families that came up here from our people came up here. Majority of the families came up here. So like most of our grandmoms still went to the market and got their corn and all that. We're still peeling their ears of corn and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So everybody was still cooking from scratch. This new era just started making boil in a bag rice and macaroni and cheese out the box and all of that. That's new era. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that
if more
right,
people start
like
buying
if we
the
don't
box
right,
shit,
supply and
they
demand.
produce more of it.
Right. So now when if they own the industry, they can make it for cheaper, and we are dependent based upon their production. Then they put us in a chokehold. Now they own our stomachs. Once they control what we eat, they got us.
See, it's amazing that we know this type of information and still don't change it. Like we still remain. Like we gonna have this conversation 5 years from now.
I mean, that's why I stopped. But that was why I stopped eating McDonald's and fast food. I started with stop eating fast food. Then I started with slowing. This Coca-Cola.
Go ahead.
I took enough drugs in my life. I know the coke in there.
It come down, like, all this is dope, though, because it come down to what I already had written down. The first thing was responsibility, and I wanted to know, like, where did the burden of responsibility lie? Like, where does this shit begin? It's cliche to say your family,
the burden of responsibility lies individually. The burden of responsibility lies individually because we all have a different individual thing that we're good at. You may be good at teaching one thing. He may be good at teaching one thing. He may be good at teaching one thing, and me also. But we may all be good at reaching a different person, a different type of people. We may all can't reach the same people, but we may all can reach different people in our own ways. So I feel as though the burden lies on us individually. As we notice what's going on individually, is up to you to do your part. And it's the little things that make the Big Bang. The Big Bang don't just come from one person that just rocked out, gained all his fucking money. Jay-Z can't just turn around and be like, yo, man, I'm coming on TV, Black Power, y'all turn around, we gonna go to war with the government. He can't do that shit. They'll kill him today. They got the U.S. Army.
That's just to keep us intrigued so they can laugh at us.
We talking about, so it's like at the end of the day, we supposed to we say knowledge is power. Once we get that down pack, knowledge is power. It's still we still kind of stuck. We got more knowledge and less wisdom. We know how to read now.
We got more actual items than shit we know.
Yeah, we know how to read. We know a lot. We don't use it. It's not that shit that we know. We know a lot. We don't use it.
What the fuck is wrong with us? We've been yelling this shit for 30 years.
One thing I always tell people is, my old head, I consider him a mentor. And I always tell people, the stuff that he shares with me, if I don't share it, that makes me selfish.
Right.
But what I realized, this is why I love working with kids, because you still got hope with kids.
Yes, sir.
You can't tell grown people shit. Like,
No, sir.
You try to tell them stuff, even when you know you might be overwhelmed with life and stuff.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just sit and listen, you let them be. Then you got other times where you try to tell them stuff, and they're like, oh no, you making too many excuses. That's the biggest issue.
Yeah.
The biggest issue is excuses.
Yeah.
And we all got problems with it to this day. I'm the person too. I make excuses sometimes, but I say to myself, like, cut it out, man. Like, I'm my worst critic by far.
Right. Responsibility. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's
like
what
I'm by far my
Accept
worst
the
critic.
responsibility.
And I sit there, like, I stress accountability and responsibility to my son. My son only 8, so do he get it? No.
No, but
I'm gonna keep saying it to him. That's because you gotta be responsible.
That's parenting.
And when you mess up, you hold that to you. You can be mad, but be mad at yourself. Don't be mad because you getting disciplined.
I got a question about responsibility and accountability when it comes to this presidency of America, because that's the head honcho. Y'all agree?
Yeah, he commander in chief.
No, look,
no,
he's the face.
All right, so I want to start a little debate, a Biden Trump debate. How y'all feel like Biden doing? How y'all feel like Trump?
I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck Joe Biden doing. I don't got a clue. I know this one of the boringest fucking presidents.
All I knew it was fucked up.
All I know is once COVID calmed down.
At least I knew this shit was gonna be popping.
It ain't popping no
Trump
more.
had shit going on all the
Trump
time.
had shit going on.
We was on the news.
Man, Trump was comedy, yo.
We was on the news. Trump wouldn't be giving Ukraine $7 billion right now neither. While we out
there.
We
out there. And we gave it to Russia.
I don't give a fuck. They all white. That's all.
Yo, Donald Trump at least had us tuned into information. If you hated him or if you loved him,
Trump made you give a fuck.
He made you give a fuck. Right. At least he made you tune in. So he made us learn about something that we didn't give a fuck about, which is politics. Which goes back to accountability. Because at what age did y'all become accountable? Which age did y'all realize that you
were
became
accountable for your own actions?
For me,
different things at different ages.
I was probably 26.
When I hit 30, like 30, 31, 32, that's when I realized my life was transitioning naturally. Right. And you start looking back at the 20s and your 20s, you're just like, man, that was some nut ass shit.
Yeah.
See, I had so many different transitions throughout my life. Like my life would change throughout it all. Like I still remember the first house raid when I was 5 years old.
Damn.
I still remember life before the first house raid when I was
colorful.
So it's like I got a lot of transitions. Then I remember the second house raid. Then I remember when my brother got locked up after taking me to school. Then I remember going to his trial 3 years later and I'm getting life. And I remember so much. It's like, so I got so many different transitions and so many different things coming back out. Then being outside and fighting with my friends and going to dollar parties and feeling like you ain't the man and feeling like you the man. Sitting in the house writing my raps to come outside. There was so many things that transitioned me to being who I am. I would get trained to take accountability little by little for little things. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so you had to get wrong early.
Yeah, it was like ain't nobody was around to let me be a kid too much. Like, I ain't had really too much. I forced myself to be a kid. You know what I mean? I was supposed to have been hustling more than being a kid. I was supposed to have been grinding harder than I was playing football. But I wanted to do better. I was being built for the streets. So, and I knew the streets wasn't going nowhere. So anytime football was over, I could go back to the streets. You know what I'm saying? Or anytime this failed or rap failed or something else, I could go back to the streets after that.
So were you ever resented for?
Oh, I get what you
Were
saying.
you ever resented for not embracing the streets more?
Yeah, a lot.
That's
Damn.
No, I wanted to say, did you wish you
Damn.
didn't have that mindset so you can go harder at football or rapping or something
I
else
actually-
other than the streets?
I actually don't, because I actually don't. Only times when I'm in pain and non-acceptance of the hand that I dealt myself, I do that. But when I'm in full consciousness, no, I actually needed the streets to develop who I am. The streets taught me way more than any other part of life. Although without them other parts of life, I wouldn't know what I know from the streets. It was things that them other parts of life taught me of how to deal in the streets also. So it was like it went hand in hand, but I learned more from the streets. The streets is just our people. So when we say the streets, it don't be like the drug game or you around everybody that's doing drugs and things. all the time. It's just like the streets is our people. When we outside, they call it the streets. In our neighborhoods and urban communities. So they try to make the way that it sounds to be outside with us distasteful. They try to make everything about us sound distasteful. Oh, you in the streets. You could be outside playing basketball all day. You a kid. You running around playing basketball, trying to talk to the girls, and motherfucker tell you running the streets. They make it distasteful.
That's programmed.
The same way as in if a motherfucker that strap up and and chop his work up and bag up and go out to the block, they tell you running the streets. It's the same thing, and they not both running the streets. You see what I'm saying?
It's in the streets. In the streets, right? In the streets, right? Is it levels of, like, once you in the streets, is it levels of being in the street now? Now it's the shooter. Now you a get money nigga. You
when it come to the streets, you can get killed your first day. You decide to sell a nickel bag.
right, so you the same as everybody
You
else.
the same as everybody.
You get
Right,
killed
right,
by a
right.
straight bullet at the playing ball at the courts too.
Yeah,
I'm not,
but
but
it
that's
ain't-
not
that
the
ain't the
type
same.
of in the streets that we talking about. In the street, in the game type of in the streets, coming outside to be in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Being into the street shit. That's what he's saying. Like once you indulge, then you can die big. Like you gotta actually understand that. Like I don't even remember what age I was when I accepted that. When I told myself like you either gonna die or go to jail. Fuck it, that's what it's gonna be. I accepted 100%. And I don't even remember.
See, I accepted jail. I never accepted dying from the street.
You gotta accept dying.
You gotta
You always gotta accept. See,
That's gonna happen.
See, death was always so close. Death was always so close. Like you know what I'm saying, and I always thought about death. Like you know what I'm saying, and it's kind of well, I can't say it's impossible not to as a kid because a lot of kids didn't have a lot of them things around that I was exposed to. Not that my family wasn't like so reckless. They was like trying to make me just this fucked up ass young boy or nothing like that. I was catching shit. This just how I was. This was the life that was going on around me. You know what I'm saying? And I just came from two strong families and two strong parents that happened to be strong people in their families, which made me like the fucking prince. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people were very attentive to caring for me and guiding me and grooming me to be this fast young boy, to learn everything fast. I had a million old heads. Everybody took a liking to me. You know what I mean? All my friends, most of my friends, I met them because they all of our parents knew each other. But once the game came among them and fucked up their life, the crack came and fucked up their life. My mom a dealer, and most of her friends is copping off of her. So when they all having kids, 86, 87, 88, all of their kids becoming my friends. We all being born together, so they all be my friends. So I never was even in the light of, you crack baby ass nigga, you a crack baby. I never could remember calling nobody a crack baby.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Even if I seen something that was never a joke of mine. You know what I'm saying? Crack baby was never a joke of mine. From that, that was always my squad. You know what I'm saying? That's
genuine.
I was like the oven. I was like, and people don't understand, like, it's tremendous effects that come with the other end. I was a crack baby on the other end. know what I'm saying? I got raised with the crack money. So being on the other end of being a crack baby was just as bad as your parents being addicted to selling crack or your parents being addicted to smoking crack. It was tremendous effects either way.
Mm-hmm.
How long because I found out that you got a new talent. Is it a new talent or an old talent? You're a cook, so is it really? Is it really that nigga a cook? He don't just rap. He cooks. Yo, is this something? Do that go hand in hand some kind of way? Because music is involved with cooking. Usually, when your mom cooking, she singing a song, humming or some shit.
I believe it's all like soulful. I believe it's all like soulful things. It's like like I believe that all certain rappers, they could cook, depending on how they rap. And motherfucker,
Give me one. Who you think don't be cook?
J. Cole.
J. Cole.
J. Cole can cook. J. Cole can cook. J. fucking Cole. He can cook, can he? That nigga can cook his ass off.
He got a secret social media page.
Hey,
Hey,
listen,
shit on there.
Listen,
Big Sean can cook.
Listen, Big Sean can cook. Them niggas that take their time to put their words together.
Yeah, them niggas can cook. They good at seasoning shit.
Look at Jack Frost.
Yeah,
Look at
shit.
these niggas.
No,
These niggas want to have a cook.
Frost
Look
in the
at
kitchen.
Hey,
bro.
listen,
He in the
they
kitchen.
want to have a cook-off with the rappers in the city want to have a cook-off against me. They
Oh
see me
my
on
God.
Instagram, they get to calling me out. Leak Moss. He want to have a cook-off against
Moss
me.
got a hand.
Jack
I don't know, man.
Frost.
Frank
Moss
got
can
a hand. Yeah, Moss can cook. Frank got a hand though. I tell you some shit. When I came over to cutting, Frank was chefing some shit up. I said, God damn, what the fuck was it? What the fuck was he making? Some kind of chicken or some shit with a crazy sauce on it.
All right,
I just
we got
walked
any,
into
we got
it.
any more final thoughts? We got a few minutes left. Any final
My
thoughts?
bad.
What, nigga? I got a whole deck of cards.
The old.
Oh, my bad. Damn,
Yeah,
my
Nigga,
bad.
I got a whole final thoughts. I got a whole deck.
Let's get
I got
to
a
it.
deck of cards. Listen,
I'm gonna keep it short and
I
sweet.
want to know the difference between trends and fads. Like, what's a fad and what's a trend? What's the difference? What's the danger of them? I got a whole chapter of attention.
Trends
I
and
got a-
fads.
Trendy fads, bro.
That's
Trendy
it's a
fads.
thin line with it.
Nigga,
but-
I went there on them niggas. though. I went there on them niggas, man.
A trend, I feel like, see, it's crazy because they both influential.
Yeah.
But
For how long?
I feel like a trend may be
It's
something
now.
that's
It's right now.
yeah, right.
They're both two different things, but
A
a
fad
fad can
could be-
trend. A fad can trend. That's the thing. A fad can trend, right?
Right.
Which would make it popular,
Right.
Now, trending and you don't have to be a part of the fad to trend. But
Yeah,
fads
that's what
trend.
I was about to do it. Yeah.
All fads trend. In order for it to become a fad, it has to be trending. But we control what's trending. That's what we don't understand. And once we get the understanding that we control more of what's trending, then we'll stop watching this bullshit and letting them put it on TV.
It be us.
I think a trend. I feel like a trend. I feel like a trend is more attentive
Yeah.
because you can see a trend and don't follow it.
Absolutely.
A fad is you just following something.
Right.
Where okay, they got that on, I'm wearing that too. It don't even look like it. Like I always tell people, like I'm gonna use cologne or perfume for instance.
Yeah, fad.
You
gonna be
can't
in
just
whether-
go buy
whether you
any
following
cologne.
the fad
Well,
and whether
you can go buy any
you
cologne
gonna
and put
see
it
the
on,
fad.
but does it define who you are? Like okay, we can use Creed. Creed is $500. They got $500 cologne, $600 cologne,
Shit. That's my shit.
right?
You turning heads with that shit on. I'm sorry.
Real.
But let me ask.
Walmart.
So right. So okay. So if you buy your clothes from Walmart, why are you wearing Creed? You know what I'm saying? Like maybe it's
I
just
get what
me.
you're saying, and that's
Maybe
just
it's
the
just
trend,
me.
right?
That shit bothers me. Like
This is how we are.
I remember somebody asked me like, what kind of cologne you buy? I tell you buy. I got Polo Blue, Polo Black. Why? Most shit I wear is Ralph Lauren.
Yeah.
Why the fuck wouldn't I wear his
Real.
cologne?
Motherfucker-
And it don't stink.
Hey, listen.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I got some other shit. But
Motherfucker asked me.
I don't wear. First of all, I
Motherfucker
can't
asked me
fit
what
none
I
of this
drink,
shit.
bro.
Huh?
Motherfucker asked me what I drink. Cognac. It don't matter if the bottle costs $1,000. It don't matter if the bottle costs $15. I'm gonna be the same drunk.
Same drunk.
I'm gonna be the same drunk.
You bitch ass niggas, we came back twice with you niggas. Fucking one show. Oh, man, I'm sick of it.
Sensitive.
Let's get it cracking. We ready to ask some real questions up in this bad man with Jeff. Fellas!
We all
What is
ugly,
they
dirty,
talking
stinky,
about?
Ugly, dirty,
Fellas.
stinky. That takes a lot to do some nasty, trifling shit like that. You feel what I'm saying?
That's really what I was going with. Because I was going to say that.
What are you going to say?
When I think of dudes being gay,
That's what I'm talking about.
My mind
That's what I'm talking
it
about.
just automatically go to them doing the nasty shit to each other. I fucking hate that shit.
What they doing?
When I think about women being gay,
What the fuck you mean?
I don't know. Y'all know what the fuck they doing. We already know.
What they say? No catter. No catter.
With women,
Yeah.
with women, when I think about women being gay,
Right.
it's because they understand each other more.
Yeah.
That all the shit that they want us to meet, they feel like another woman can meet that.
This was one of my questions.
That's what women.
Do we
It's easy
accept
for
that?
women
We
to be-
accept that over men?
I don't accept none of that shit.
Man,
but
fuck. I don't know where he accept.
Why?
I don't
You
none of that
accept
shit.
gay women over you, so you accept gay shit, period.
No.
All right, explain to me what's happening.
All right, I accept gay shit as long as you keep it to yourself and don't put it on the rest of society, because I can't make you be perfect, because I ain't, and my shit stink too. Keep that shit to yourself.
I know,
and
but
maybe
is that accepting it?
It's accepting that I can't change what you. I ain't got shit to do what you got to do behind closed doors. It was faggots in the NBA in the 80s. We just ain't know they was faggots because they did that shit behind
I wouldn't have
closed doors.
accepted it in the 80s.
But listen to what I'm saying, because it's never supposed to be this. Certain things that we do, I don't give a fuck even if you straight. Being a murderer not supposed to be accepted in society. So what I'm saying is certain things
different. Because being a murderer and reproduction is two different things.
No, because you stopping, you killing what gets reproduced is the same
No.
shit. Killing is killing.
If you
It's
having
all-
abortions,
it's all-
then, if you having abortions, then you killing what's being
But
reproduced.
it's all destruction.
We already here.
It's all
the reproduction is
niggas
here.
is killing women. You got niggas trying to be women and niggas killing women.
All right, that's going
That go
into
hand in
another
hand.
question I
These
got.
motherfuckers
let me
go
go
hand
back
in
to
hand.
the acceptance
They
thing
go
real
hand in
quick,
hand.
though.
Then the
Yeah,
thing
go
just
To be honest, we really don't have a choice.
Yeah, see,
It's here.
No, listen to what I'm saying.
That's
What
a
I was,
fact, though.
this is what I was gonna say. What I was gonna say was, if a man, like, all right, for instance, think of a nigga that came out the closet during our era. Who came out the closet?
RuPaul.
Teddy
No,
Campbell.
he was always gay.
My mom was
Well,
mad. Teddy
all of them
Campbell was
always gay.
I'm
what's
talking about who
the
came out the closet that we thought was
None
straight.
of them. They didn't
the
come
boy
out
we
with
found
the
out was
comedian boy that just did a special, Gerard Carmichael. He announced it on his last stand up.
Well, that wasn't when we was
And
coming
for real, he fucked everybody up. And then somebody started clapping, so everybody else started clapping. Seriously, when he said it, it was like a.
All right, what I'm saying is, for instance, Dennis Rodman.
He ain't gay.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Oh, go ahead,
I don't
go ahead.
know if he gay. I'm not about to say he ain't gay. That motherfucker done married himself with a wedding dress on.
He married Madonna with a wedding dress.
He married himself. He married himself too. You don't remember that?
I don't know what
Yeah,
the
I
fuck
remember.
He married himself.
Dennis Rodman was a rock star before, so.
But even if he married
listen.
himself, he wouldn't be gay.
Bro, I'm not even about to sit and get into how freaky this guy is.
He is a strange freak. We agree with that. We only got 10 minutes, bitch. Get it. Let's go. He is a strange
All
freak.
I'm just trying to say is, as long as we can say what we saying about him, we don't know he gay. We can always take him for being a man.
Okay, yeah.
And we can always respect whatever he shows in his manhood.
My next
out
question.
in public. You see what I'm saying?
My
No
next
matter
question.
what was
So-
freaky or what was uncharacteristic of what you like or I like, it still was a man messing with woman, woman messing with man when he was out in public. He never publicized no freaky fuck shit that was behind closed doors with a man if he ever did it. So I can't.
He always
just
did
call it-
weird shit. He definitely got
He
his
just
dick
did
sucked
weird
on
shit.
camera.
He was just always on his own time.
Yeah, but it was always with women. He like
he
white
did.
women.
That's how you know Dennis Rodman was the man.
That's
though.
what I'm saying.
Michael Jordan one day
long
he
as
went
that's all we know, that's how it's supposed to be.
He took a break in the middle of the joint though. Middle of like a very important game. He just went to Vegas.
When they announced that top 75, Michael Jordan said, "Man, you gotta call me, man. We gotta hang up sometime." He would hang out with Robin.
Is gay rights equal rights?
No, because we don't even got rights being the Aboriginal owners of this land.
Why? How come they can say things about us that we can't say about them?
Because
Money.
white people own it. Because
Money.
white people own the gay rights community.
They're profitable.
And it,
Y'all
and,
both
and-
saying the same thing.
yeah, same thing. And
Yeah.
they can actually, long as it can be another any entities that they could create and build over top of our people, which creates another barrier for us to have to get through in order to get to them, then they with it.
Yeah.
They got our women against us with women fighting for equal rights. When women, as long as they can vote, what equal rights? What you want to be what you want your daughter to be a construction worker for instead of a doctor?
Because when we tell them they can be construction workers, they still don't be
I be
construction workers.
seeing them being trash.
But what I'm saying is
Women
because
be
on the
you
trash.
have,
But they're not the majority
you have
of
women
the
that
trash.
can. You have women that can
Yeah.
do these things.
Right.
So, but that doesn't mean
No, they listen. They a new era. You
The-
gotta talk to them straight.
I
You
know
cannot
the thing
talk to
is,
them in
though,
no kind of
the thing is-
figurative language.
The thing is, we never
got it.
slighted them. We never slighted them.
we don't slight
It's
them.
just-
That's what
it's
I'm
just-
saying.
it's created
That's why
like-
it don't make sense for me
They
because
just
we never
created
slighted
a
them.
narrative. They just created a
They
narrative.
created a narrative
that
and
pits them
made it
against
seem
us.
like we slighted them and make it seem like men look down on women. Oh, you ain't letting me talk because you
No,
think
yeah,
you a
I'm
man.
with
Now
that.
it's
I'm
all
with
bad
that.
like that down to our conversations.
I'm with that.
You ain't letting me talk because you think because you a man. After they try and cut you off and you like chill, let me get out what I'm saying. Oh, you think because you a man I gotta listen? No, I think because I'm a human being and you a human being I gotta listen to you when you talk until you stop respectfully, and you gotta listen to me talk until I stop. But they make it seem like I'm trying to be
Like you superior.
like I'm trying to be more superior.
Yeah,
All I'm
you
trying
know
to
who
do is
it
be
is? It's just wrong.
I'm
And
trying
you
to
know
be
who
equal.
adds fuel to the
I'm
fire?
trying to be
Oh.
equal.
Y'all niggas.
Yup. Don't they? Don't they? Them bitch ass niggas. They be trying to get some coochie all the time. They always trying to get the 100
Yeah, 'cause
signs
they make-
with the
they-
heart.
see,
They be saying bitch ass shit just
it
so
be-
they can get.
And would
Go
be
ahead.
crazy because once women figure out like, damn, y'all nigga, a woman actually told me y'all niggas made us like y'all niggas be making us like this because y'all niggas be going for all this nut shit and making females be like this. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all niggas on
And
some
I'm like,
shit today in this motherfucker.
She we on live. She like, I ain't talking about you specifically, Frank. She
Yeah.
like, but cause I'm like asking, I'm like, why females this? Y'all niggas made us like this? Y'all niggas go for this? Y'all
Yeah.
niggas, so why not be like this?
Yeah.
By the time they figure out they wrong, they don't dig it. Cause you got this sucker, they got this sucker nigga in their ear talking about yeah.
Just bubble gum to every fucking thing. Everything that they say. Is it war between the male and female? You just was speaking on that.
Yes, it is.
It's war between us.
Completely.
What's the
With
wisdom
everything.
of it? What's the
Well,
wisdom of this war?
The main thing is who's the smartest.
Damn.
That's the main thing. Is who's the smartest. So
Right.
when you hear
Smartest, strongest,
when you hear a woman
fastest.
say, "Oh, a man can't handle an independent woman or a woman with an education," no, bitch, I'm not here for a spelling bee or none of that shit. If we supposed to be educating each other with some shit.
Yeah.
So when I try to tell you something, don't try to override what I'm telling. At least listen.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna listen to you too.
Yeah.
But a lot, I'm not gonna say all, but many women have this thing where they want to feel superior or be smarter than you and all that, and they glorify it. Like
Why they
I know,
consider-
I know a lot of dumb women with degrees.
I don't
know a
believe
lot
that.
of smart women with a 7th grade
you know-
education.
Oh shit! Did he say that?
That's fact.
What the
You know
fuck
what?
did he just say? Say it again. Say it again.
I know a lot of
son of
dumb
a bitch.
women with degrees.
Yeah.
And a lot of smart women with a 7th grade education.
Oh my fucking goodness.
That's a fact. I just was on.
That sound like a grandma
I
and
just
a young bitch.
listen. I just was on live with these females, right? I'm going through my Instagram. I just stop. I see 3 women on there, and they talking about narcissism, right? One of them say she got a degree in psychology, right? And she talking with another female about narcissism, and they are being narcissistic towards each other.
I
as
swear
they're
everybody
having
just
this
learned that word.
conversation.
They learned that word.
They
about-
don't, and they just learning this shit.
They learned that word
just-
when
I
everybody
know-
started drinking
They
Casamigos.
this shit. Casamigos got
Yeah.
the Eagles.
Yeah. And they just learned the fucking word. What's this shit? Every nigga using this word. Narrative. They just learned the fucking word. They changing the narrative. That's their favorite fucking when they can't go nowhere else. They changing the narrative, man. Thank you for the BTS. Thank you for the extra
Tox.
man.
Oh yeah, we done. It's hot as shit in here.
Appreciate y'all. It is, man. It's bacon. I had to take it off. It's bacon, eggs, and cheese up in this joint. Welcome to Philly Block Talk. We the shit.
These motherfuckers
Yeah,
toxic.
that was last year. We gonna get toxic in 20.